So let's talk about DynamoDB DAX. And DAX stands for accelerator. And so accelerator means that it's a seamless cache for DynamoDB, and you can enable it and you don't need to rewrite any of your applications. They work just the same. But now all the writes you do to DynamoDB, they go through DAX. And DAX basically provides you microsecond latency, so very low latency, in case you have a cached read or a cached query. So this is a cache for your reads. And it solves the hotkey problem. So for example, you have a very popular item during a big sale during the year, and that item is being queried a lot. So you get too many reads on that item, and you get a hotkey problem because you exceed your throughput. Then you put DAX in front of your DynamoDB cluster, and all of a sudden the reads are done from the cache, and so the problem of the hotkey is solved. By default, your items live for 5 minutes in your cache, and you can have up to 10 nodes in your cache cluster, so you can scale a lot. It is multi-AZ, so you can enable multiple nodes in multiple availability zones, and in production, it's recommended to have a minimum of 3 nodes to enhance that availability. Finally, just like everything we've seen, DAX is secure. You get encryption at rest using KMS, you have VPC endpoints, you have IAM permissions, and you can use CloudTrail. So here's your DynamoDB, and you have, say, 3 tables in your DynamoDB. And so our applications, basically, instead of talking straight to DynamoDB, they're going to interact with the Amazon DynamoDB accelerator. So no code change, just straight interaction with the DynamoDB accelerator. And the accelerator itself will interact with your DynamoDB databases, and it will be smart enough to cache whatever is needed whenever is needed. So it's a very simple concept. It's a very easy way to cache some reads and improve your application performance at minimal cost. To enable DAX, nothing easier. We just go to DAX on the left-hand side, and you have a DAX enabled region for it to see this left-hand side. We go to dashboard, and we see we have no clusters running, but we could create a cluster. We could name it, you say it my cache, and then you specify the type of nodes you want. So obviously you can have some very small instances like T2 small, T2 medium, but you can go all the way to R4 16x large if you have a very, very heavy application for reads. You select the cluster size, so you can go from 1 to 10 nodes, and greater nodes give you better availability and better performance. For read scale, you can enable encryption for your data to be protected at rest. You need to give an IAM role to DAX, and this IAM role must be granted the access to your DynamoDB tables. Then you need to select a subnet group, which is where your DAX cluster will be created in your VPC, and you can assign some security groups as well. Finally, for the cluster setting, you can use a default setting, which gives you a TTL of 5 minutes, a preference, no preference for availability zones, no preference for maintenance windows, so your cluster will be taken down from time to time, but 1 node at a time, and no notifications, but you can change all these things. I'm not going to go ahead and create this because this will cost money. Even if you use a T2 small, DAX is not in the free tier, but I just want to show you how easy it was to just create a DAX cluster. So that's it for this lecture. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next lecture.